There was once upon a time.
The master has arrived. You wanna eat, master? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. And in today's video, we are going to unbox Master Diabolos. And there he is, and yep. There. It comes with a black LR launcher. Probably one of the best launchers that are out there that are LR or even non-LR. And at the back, yeah, you can see that it's dual spin. You can change from left to right. It has Diabolos 2 chip and Master Diabolos. Yeah, you can switch from left to right. You can just flip the layer. And generate is like a disc and driver combined. So yeah, nothing much more from the box. Warning: do not eat stuff. And more Japanese words. And yeah, Takara Tomy, only buy the original. So let's get this thing opened, shall we? And there it is, with all of its parts. So let's start with the chip. The chip is Diabolos. It doesn't have the metal part and the layer weight that protrudes out here at the side. It's just a regular GT chip, but it's the second GT chip that can be used both left and right. As you can see, you'll know that a GT chip is left and right capable if they are placed like this. They align together. Unlike with a regular GT chip, there, it does not align. It's like slanting alignment. This is for a left chip. And yeah, it looks good. I always like the colors gold and red. It's more fearsome than the first Diabolos. But yeah, it lacks the metal, so it's going to be lighter. The standard GT chip usually weighs at around average of 3 grams. And to compensate for the lack of metal on this, the weight of the metal actually is distributed to this and this. I'll show you later the weights. So it comes with a layer weight that does not have a name. Let's just call it, since the rubber is called Gen weight, let's call it Gen metal. Alright, Gen metal. Let's call it Gen metal. And yeah, it adds more defense because it's at the center and it acts like an adapter, so that you can switch from left to right spin when we flip the layer. We'll weigh that later. And this is probably the first of its kind, and what the World Spriggan ring probably got the idea from, or where they got the idea from to use in the World Ring. It's the first flippable LR layer, because the Lord Spriggan, the Lord layer base, you can switch the spin. You can turn the spin by moving a part here, and you can go from left to right. Basically, that's it. But with this, you flip it. As you can see, that is L for left, and there is an R here for right. So yeah, and the difference with this is basically, from above it would seem as though the right and the left has the same contact points, but from the side, when you're in left it's more downward, and when you're in right it's more upward. Not much smash attacks or upper attacks, but this is mainly used for its defense in left spin. It's kinda circular, and since when you feel it, doesn't really feel like there's much attack points that would cause recoil. That's why it's good for defense. The attack would have to come from the opponent's attack points. Like if you see this in battle and you see like a KO or a recoil, it probably comes from the opponent. And or if they hit this part, like both of their wing part or their protruding part hits each other, it kind of causes a recoil, but that's it. It doesn't have that much attack point that would generate really great, offensive recoil. So yeah, and it's very heavy. Let's weigh this later. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, there is metal on this. This gold part here is metal. It is connected. I don't know if you can see, but this is kind of like transparent plastic. It's connected, it's gonna go down, and it's connected to this part because this is also metal. So this gold part is metal. It has 4 screws, so that's adds the weight. And this too, right here. These gold parts are not. You can see the dragon head here, 1 and 2. Good thing they already have green eyes, don't have to add stickers. Basically the sticker of this is just for the launcher and the screws, which I'm not gonna put because blue does not fit this. There's no blue on this. Just keep it silver so that it would align, it would be with the same color as the gen metal. Now let's move to generate, and this is probably one of the reasons why I got this. I wish they could have just made a generate dash when they came out with Abyss Diabolos, or like bullet dash for Abyss and then generate dash for Death Diabolos, but yeah, they didn't. So it's quite heavy, it has metal, and the design on this is like Cybertronian characters or whatever. It's really cool, or Egyptian, whatever. Looks really nice, and it's quite tall. The gimmick of this is like a reverse reboot or ultimate reboot. So when you launch this, the centrifugal force would release these two at the side, and then the plastic tip in the middle retracts, so it will be basically more of an attack type. And then when it slows down, it pops up, giving it like a defensive or stamina ability. Will stay in the middle. So yeah, it's a reverse ultimate reboot or reboot dash gimmick. I prefer the gimmick of reboot. I wish it was just like that, so that during the end of the battle you have more speed and attack. But yeah, this one will just conserve its stamina and stay in the middle. Yeah, it's really nice. I like the driver, and the reason I really wanted to get this is because I'm gonna put this on Big Bang Genesis. Yeah. So just to show you, my Big Bang Genesis combo is like this. It's, as you know, I really like it when it's color match, and yeah, it has a dagger frame that aligns with the contact points. It looks nice, but now I'm kind of torn between the two, because as much as that looks really cool, this looks cool as well. Like, oops, didn't lock it. There, and it's like you have a painted disc. It's the red, you can see the red part there, so you don't need to use a painted disc. And yeah, look at that, it's Big Bang Genesis Generate. Yeah, so I don't know, but basically this is what I wanted for Big Bang Genesis for the longest time. I mean, oops, sorry. I wanted to get, I was really not going to get a Master Diabolos, but yeah, you know, sometimes you buy stuff you don't really expect getting. I just really needed the Generate driver, but since it's here, let's make the most of it. We will be testing this, and it is a very well-known meta combo that you can make. There is a very well-known meta combo that you can make with this. But before that, my camera is trying to work with me. So there. Do not fall. Okay, so let's weigh the parts. As I've said a while ago, it compensated for the lack of metal here with this too. It's probably one of the heaviest. I don't know the weight of Imperial, but it's 20 grams. The tack Longinus with the layer and the chip, layer weight and the chip, it's 25. There, it's 15. The Zwei layer is like around 16, yeah, 16 grams. So this is heavy without even adding like the layer weight because it already has metal. And the Zwei layer has metal as well, but yeah, it basically compensates for the lack of layer weight there. And then if you add this, oh no, let's weigh this. It's 3.7. Let's try to compare it with the regular layer weight. A regular layer weight usually ranges from 7 to 9 grams. So it's kind of light. And if you add like the chip, it's just 6.6 grams. If you add this and this, it's 10.5. So the lack of weight here and with this is compensated by the layer. So let's put them together. This is right spin. There. So just to compare them, $25.6, $26.5. So there. It's pretty much above average for a GT layer, including the chip and the weight. Zwei is the same. If you add the Diabolos chip with Zwei, it becomes like 29 grams. And this is one of the heaviest because of the armor. Now, let's weigh this. It's 37 grams. If you weigh a regular 00 dagger, there, and add a driver, so see, it's kind of equal. Since this is a driver, this combined. And just to weigh the entire combo, that's 63 grams. Let's weigh this. 54. Let's compare it to World Spriggan. Yeah, definitely the Super Kings are a lot more heavier. So there. Now for the gimmick. This is right spin. And as you can see, a lot of people are bothered with this gap. It's really huge, but it's a necessary design because it compensates for the lack of space when you convert this to left spin. Again, the shape of the layer would kind of like umbrella down this disc. So let's switch. This is how you switch the spin. Make sure that it's locked, and there. So there, in left spin, you can see more silver, and I told you the screws kind of works with the color of the metal weight. And there, you don't see the gap as much anymore. And I'll show you the reason why there's a gap. If you use like other disc, see, like it almost scrapes to the paint, considering that there's already a gap. If they didn't put the gap there, then this would, you won't be able to use other disc. It just would not lock up. That is so close. Look at that. See? So yeah, it's a design that's just necessary so that you'll be able to use other disc and drivers. Now, this is the combination for this. since I'm gonna put this in Big Bang Genesis, we'll set that aside for now. But I'm just gonna show you the reason why people get this. It is really good when you use these two with it. Before, when there wasn't any Superking, the disc that they use here is around, and I think it's thin. But since this is heavier and has more LAD, this took that place, and this is one of the hardest to beat combo there is. Seriously, the burst resistance on this is really above average for non-dash drivers. Yeah, it's okay. So it's hard to burst. It's very defensive. It has tons of LAD and stamina as well. It's very balanced. It's not that wobbly. And it's got some weight into it. So this combo is around 64. So yeah, quite heavy. So if you want to get this combo, if you want to use this is like a really good meta combo. Yeah, this is one good reason why you should get this. But yeah, that's the reason why a lot of people get this. Not because of this, but me because of this mostly. But yeah, now you probably want to see this tested. Although since my unboxing is really late, like a lot of people already have this and unbox this. There's no point really. You already know how this performs. But we will see. So we're just gonna use left spin. The driver's performance doesn't change if you change the spin. So there, at the beginning of the launch, it's going to ride the tornado ridge, and then when you hear the click, it will move into the center. And there, did you hear that? Okay, so just for one test battle, we will battle it with Bush and Ashura, because it's the closest Beyblade that I can get. It will be a battle of stamina and defense. And it's the one with LAD. That's why this driver is really fun to use. It's big. It's kind of like the electric drivers, but I don't really like electric drivers, so this is the next best. Like, this is better for me. And just one more thing, like Master Diabolos is probably the Beyblade that resembles a top, like a spinning top, the most. Look at the shape, right? If you're a kid, you probably don't know what a spinning top is, but yeah, this resembles it. That's like the ancestor of Beyblades. You need a rope or a string to spin that, and this looks like it. Kind of cool. So yeah, that's all about. That's it for the unboxing. Hope you enjoyed, and subscribe for all your Beyblade needs. Just look at the description down below. And I'm gonna do some battle videos with this, so stay tuned for that. Thanks, bye, keep safe.